What is up, dudes and dudettes? And I am here to talk about one of my new latest obsessions: time travel. It brings me out of the slump that I've been in, and being in a slump is not an adult topic, like how some people, ignorant people that I've met, have said. Since anybody can have it, but anyway, um, um, like, yeah, it's one of my new obsessions, and it's not just an obsession over a fictional thing. It's like I'm not a sciencey person, and I just want to say I am not a sciencey person, but I um I I am not a sciencey person, but like I am really, really, really into this whole thing. It means a lot to me. It's like it gives me a form of healing from a lot of what I've mentally gone through and put myself through in the past. And I just want, and like, it's something that really, 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 that I really hope will work. And I'm taking my time to build it up, to like build it up so I can make sure that it will in fact work and that is in fact successful. I don't plan on making it work overnight, even though I wish it would. It is a, like, I wish it would. I hope sincerely that it will work, and that it's not just obsessing over a fictional thing, even though I may very well be. It's something that it's not just a crazy fantasy that I built up in my head. It's an adventure for an adventure for peace within my mind, to help it finally rest and get away from this depressing reality that I live in. And and it's also like a hope for me that I can like fix this existential crisis that I keep finding myself in, and so I can like have a better tomorrow, or a tomorrow at all, like a better hope for a tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping this time travel thing would do. It's like it's it's like how Tom DeLonge from Blink 182 is into aliens and extraterrestrials and UFOs. Like that's something he's really passionate about, because and it was in fact not proven, but like it was in fact publicly indicated that there was a UFO. So like to some extent he was right. And so I want to be that person. Now, I just want to say something I forgot to mention is that like I do not plan on doing this time travel stuff for media attention, at least huge media attention. Like I don't plan on doing this just as my defining trait. My defining trait I want to be is a writer, a poet. But like as a side thing, I guess this time travel thing, this time travel stuff, like I guess as a side thing, this will occupy a lot of my time, because I'm gonna spend a lot of time building it up and like trying to like trying to like make it work, or see if it will work at all. So I'm hoping that like and it's not gonna be, and here's the thing, it's not gonna be like a lot of the movies that I've seen, a lot of the movies that I've seen where it's time travel machine. Sorry, it's my autistic showing, hence why I'm moving a lot like this. Um, it's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like, sorry, excuse me, it's going to be like I'm planning on using a certain kind of magic on doing that. Like since I'm into spiritual stuff and since I'm super into spiritual stuff and dark magic, I'm planning on finding a spiritual or dark magic method on how to make this time travel stuff work. Even if it's impossible, the thing is, I'm not going to think about how impossible it is. That's the secret. Like that's like the thing. Like when you're thinking about how something that's impossible, you don't think about how possible it is. Like when you're going into for surgery, you don't think about how scary it is. When you're lifting weights, you don't think about how heavy they are. When you're doing an exercise, you don't think about that. That's me when I'm exercising at least. When you eating a food, you don't think about when you're trying a new food, you don't think about the smell or the texture. That's not me. Or when you're watching a new movie, you don't think about the critical reception. Just care that you enjoy it. Just that's what matters. Excuse me, I'm making this video really late at night, but like yeah, and also like I'm not gonna think about how impossible how hard this is gonna be or how impossible it is. I'm just gonna find a way to do it. Like I said, it's not gonna work instantly. I have to spend months, weeks, spend days, weeks, maybe even months or years doing planning it and seeing how it's going to work. Or maybe it won't work in my own subconscious. Maybe it'll work in a dream. Maybe it'll be like maybe it'll be like I go into a dream, I go into a dream, I something happens, I go not like Ebenezer Scrooge from the Christmas Carol, or I go into a dream, I I um oh yeah, I have several different transitions of several stages of life, and I go to those times and I fix them. While some well and go I go back to those times and I fix them and like fix them for the better. Like that. So anyway, you might be wondering what else. So you might be wondering what else is there. Well, I mean, or at least why you're so obsessed with time travel. Well, before anything else, I want to go back in time and make my childhood, specifically my middle school years and late elementary school years, more eventful. Make them more exciting, less isolated, or if they had to be isolated, make them at least a little bit more fun and more memorable. So I'm not just so I don't just do the so I'm not just a typical background character all the time. You go to school, do the work, you can go home and go in your room and just shed your and just shat and just hide yourself from a lot of the world. That's a lot of what my character was when I was a child. I mean a little child, and and just do that. Fix that aspect of myself. And furthermore, and furthermore, uh, I just wanted to, yeah, like that's the primary reason. Like like not only to like make my childhood less reclusive and less isolated, but also like certain other parts as well, like help like make me hit my emo phase like earlier. I mean, not phase, make me become emo earlier than, I mean, I already was kind of emo in middle school, but like or earlier in middle school when I discovered Simple Plan, but like help me like make me discover the other emo bands as well, um not just Simple Plan and Panic um and the emo rappers that I was into back then, but also Fall Boy, Day to Remember, AFI, um, Census Fail, since they're from my home state, and several others. Like, help me discover those as well, and Falling in Reverse, and um, just I'll save that for later. But like, yeah, help me discover those, get into those bands a lot earlier than I should have, and help me build up my writing abilities earlier than I should have, so I can like write a lot out of the stuff that I was in that like I write now a lot earlier, and so I can develop them earlier on, so I can develop so I can develop them like much better later in life, and show that I have a talent, that I had a talent late. I mean, I already did have a talent for drawing back then, but like it was more in the shadows. Like every aspect of myself was in the shadows back then because I was so much a hermit. And so like and it's not just that. I also have a huge time travel playlist as well. I'll show you. This is the thing that's got me most hyped. That gets me most hyped up about about this time travel journey that I'm currently in right now. I made a play. Yes, it's ridiculous, but I made a playlist about time travel, not just about not like songs from time travel movies, like from like The Power of Love from Back to the Future, and The Future Has Arrived from Meet the Robinsons, and not just that, anything related to time, any song related to time, song any song with time in the name or title, like Time by David Bowie, Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper, Sign of the Times by Prince, Caught Somewhere in Time by Iron Maiden, or Time Travel by Never Shout Never. And it's not just, and it doesn't just have to, and I'm like, it doesn't just have to be, and like, it doesn't just have to be like time travel related songs. I mean, songs that have time in the title or are directly related to time travel. Like, I have songs that are like futuristic in tone, like from bands like Coldplay, Radiohead, Arctic Monkeys, Angels and Airwaves, the Deftones, of course, MCR, or just have futuristic qualities to them, or just or put me in the mood for adventure. Songs that put me in the mood for going on this excursion that I'm in, like from such as, let's see, that are or songs that are just merely atmospheric. Of course, a lot of these are emo or art pop songs, but like I'm just in the mood for this journey, no matter how crazy this it sounds. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that like I am so in the mood for this because it brings me out of this state of mind that I've been in for such a long time. and I've and I am so hyped for it. That's as much as I'm gonna say. Like I am so like it truly gets me hyped, and I can't wait for it. So I guess I should spend the rest of this video talking about the rest of my time travel list. I still don't have a plan. I mean, I do have a plan, but it's not complete yet for the time travel stuff. And so I am it's also not just it's also not and it's also songs that are like ahead of their time as well, or just motivational and adventurous that get me in the mood for adventure. I'm looking at it. Oh yeah, so Man on the Moon by the songs from the Man on the Moon album by Kid Cudi. More of that. More of those. I should, you know what? I should just make a separate video detailing my dissecting my time travel playlist, like literally, and just seeing how good that is, and seeing just like how far out that'll go. I guess with the few remaining time left, I should review my time travel. I should lay down my time travel plan or plans. Plan one. I mean, step phase one of the plan. Phase two. Phase three. Phase four. Phase five. And the final phase. Okay, so I wrote. This is the first stage of the plan. I will review it in part two of this video, if there is one. So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys, share this idea with you guys because it's just something. Since it's something that gives me joy in life, I just wanted to talk about it. I'll be back to promote my writing and talk about future stuff. But for now, signing off. Take care. Stay cool and stay good.